Today I'm going to try to head out from northwest part of San Antonio to Boerne, Texas. It's about 20 miles away. Right now my e-bike is on mile 37. Here's what the traffic looks like. Pretty heavy. It's Friday around lunchtime. I think a lot of people getting off early. Did about 2.2 miles. Got out of the worst of it. I'm gonna turn up here, but let's see. Yep, 2.2 miles, 52 volts. So this ride's gonna be mostly on the roads, so I'm gonna be going a bit more cautiously, and we'll see how it goes. Heading to Boerne from San Antonio. Kind of in a different world now. Some side streets in the town of Helotes. Quaint little town on the outskirts of San Antonio. I've been going about 31 minutes. 3.5 miles. Not very far considering the time, but I'm sort of taking my time. 50.7. There also are some pretty steep hills here too. 31 minutes, yeah. So yeah, it may not show on camera, but there's a pretty steep hill that I just went up and I'm about to go down. Decided to stop at this park in Gray Forest on the way to Boerne, Texas. It's a pretty nice park. Just wanted to talk a little bit about how the bike's doing so far. On the way here, there are a lot more steeper hills. Had plenty of power to go up the hills. I was trying to keep the pedal assist down to like 2 or 3 just to save the battery. And right now we're at mile 6 out of about 20. Voltage is 49.7 and 44 minutes so far. So it's doing pretty good. As far as safety, I just put the safety vest on and I put a little flashing red light at the back of the bike, if you can see it. And that seems to be doing pretty good. No one's honked at me so far. They've been giving me space. And on the roads, I try to go a little bit faster so that I'm not slowing people down as much, and also it gives them more time to react to me. Here's what the park looks like that I stopped at. It's just a few miles outside of San Antonio. This is a nice public park. They've got some walking trails around here. And so I've got quite a few more miles to get to Boerne. I'm not sure with the hills how that's going to affect the battery life, but I'm hoping that it's got enough juice to get there, which is total about 20 miles. I'm hoping that this bike can handle 20 miles even with some moderate hills, because this is the hill country part of San Antonio, and outside of San Antonio. So there are hills here. It's not flat by any means. All right, got about an hour, 4 minutes. 9.2 miles, 47.8 is the voltage. It's down below 50%, I would say, although the energy bar shows still a bit more than that. But there's some pretty steep hills around here. I just went up one of them right back there. And some interesting art. Luckily there's plenty of share the road signs around here, so people aren't driving too fast. They're given a lot of space. Taking a little break here. It's like this is a historic corridor of some sort. It's a 4-way stop over here. I think I'm getting closer to Boerne. Hour and 18 minutes. 12 miles so far. Voltage is down to 47.6. Energy bars lost a couple. The battery's hanging in there, but the hills are definitely affecting it compared to the flatter trails that I went on the other day. But we'll continue on to Boerne. Hopefully we make it there. I'm about 15 miles into the trip going to Boerne from San Antonio on some lightly traveled country roads outside of the cities. There is traffic, but not too much. Let's see where we are. We're at 15.2 miles, 46.8 volts, hour and a half so far. Looks like the energy bar is 50%. I don't really trust that energy bar. I suspect it's more like 70% depleted, but I've only got about 5 more miles to go, so I should be fine. I've been pedal assist 3 on these roads most of the time, especially if there's a hill. If it's flat or slightly down, I go down to pedal assist 2 just to conserve the battery, because that I think helps quite a bit. So we'll see if we make it to Boerne. 5 more miles. Alright, made it to Boerne. The edge of it at least. Energy bar is 50%. Hour 47. 17.1 miles. 46.6. So got about 3 or 4 more miles to go. Should be fairly flat from here on in, so shouldn't be a problem. Alright, I'm getting closer to my destination in Boerne. It's been about, let's see, 2 hours. Pedal assist 3 mostly on the roads. 19.2 miles. Voltage is 46.4. Still has 4 energy bars. I mean, my guess is it's down to 25% or so. But I've got about another 1.5 miles to my destination. I have no doubt that I will make it. Made it to my destination here in Boerne. There's a river park, and my e-bike made it with no problems. You can see mostly pedal assist 3. Energy bar has 4 bars still. 2 hours and 17 minutes. Mileage was 20.7. And voltage is down to 46. So I still have got probably another 3 miles left in it, which is pretty good considering there was quite a bit of hills. This part of Texas has hills, kind of rolling hills. They go up a few hundred feet and then they go down. So not huge, but they're still significant. And yeah, pretty happy with how the Lectric XP Lite handled it all.